everybody, Mr. G here. We're going to have another lighter edition of Storytime. I've been previously talking about 1994 and when I was finishing up 8th grade at Bradley Middle School in San Antonio, Texas. So my twin brother also went to Bradley Middle School, and we had a friend, Tim Ingram. We were originally all going to intentionally fail 8th grade. My brother and Tim, they were actually going to fail either way, but I was going to intentionally fail 8th grade, in particular Miss Centeno's 8th grade history class. And then we were all going to not go to summer school and come back the next year and be the stars of the basketball team and be the kings of the school or whatever. But it turned out that I did end up failing Mrs. Centeno's history class. And I didn't need to intentionally fail because I failed regardless, because the 50% of our grade was our project about our family history. And then when I showed it to my father, he just threw it in my face. There's an earlier video about that. But this particular video is going to be about summer school. And so June, I was only the first part of summer school for June of 1994, maybe June, just June of 1994, maybe the last few days of May. And I was at Garner Middle School, and Garner Middle School is quite a ways away from Bradley Middle School, where I normally went to school, in the neighborhood that I normally grown up in. So I'd never really gone that further, and a bus took you out there, but you had to go to your regular school, Bradley Middle School, get on the bus, and then the bus would take you to the summer school, middle school, Garner Middle School. So it was a pretty big journey for me, and I remember one day I actually missed the bus that went from Garner to Bradley, and so I had to walk home. I had to walk the whole way home. It was the longest walk I'd ever done. And I remember walking along some railroad tracks, and it was a long walk, and I came across a bag with t-shirts, brand new t-shirts, and still had one t-shirt still in it. And normally if I'd ever gotten a white t-shirt, it would have been a hand-me-down, too baggy with coffee stains on it. But this was a brand new, like, Hanes or Fruit of the Loom t-shirt. And I put it on, and it fit really nice and snug. This was also the first time in my life, where I got taller and my voice deepened, and women started to notice me a lot more. So I was walking down the railroad tracks, and I had this brand new white t-shirt on, and I really felt like a grown-up. I felt like a man, and that's the hardest thing in life. You got to do things. It's the hardest thing to do anything in life is just getting started. Once you get started, it's a lot easier. It's easy to fear the unknown. It's good to be, safe and to be cautious, but a lot of times you have to take a step into the unknown. So looking back now, it's like, yeah, you took that step, and then that was June of 1994. Within a month later, I'd be working for the San Antonio Express News, where I would work for the next 4 years, breaking every single sales record. And just the previous April is when Kurt Cobain died. It seemed like there was an eternity from that period, from April when Kurt Cobain died until I started with the newspaper, but it was only like 4 or 5 months. But that's life, and this is Mr. G's Stories. Come back tomorrow for a new one.